QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking? Hey, Big Low, don't do that. Don't do that, Big Low. We got started off. We got to get off on the right foot here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All
Don't
right,
worry,
what's
man. I know
cracking?
you
What's
loved
cracking?
all that greatness in that theme. I know you did, man. It's okay.
That was a great rapper. That's all I can say. That was
It was a phenomenal MC.
Yo, man, that's funny. Shout out to Cuddy Cut Right. But hey, real quick, we here to preview this game. We just a couple weeks came off of the NFC South roundtable. What a blast! Always good time. I know how to jet a little early. Had to keep the wife happy. So my apologies again. I did apologize to you guys for that, but I had to get out of there. But yeah,
I'm going to be jetting this time.
Yeah, we'll see. She probably won't go that long, but we'll see what happens, man. Shout out to all the Falcons fans. I know we're kind of simulcasting here on Big Low's channel and PNP. So welcome all again. Hopefully, I will give y'all what y'all want to hear. But Big Low, man, introduce yourself to the people that may or may not. Everybody know who Big Low is, but introduce yourself representing the ATL Falcons, man.
Hey, man, first of all, thank y'all so much for allowing me to, simulcast with y'all and come on the platform with y'all. Thank you so much. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. For everybody in the coaching staff that's watching from Atlanta, they asked me if they should run, the intro before we did the live. I told them, look, y'all should get some sort of glory this week. So that's
He
why
did.
He sure did.
Hey, he did
That's
say
why
that
they
too.
did.
That's no cap.
And that's exactly why.
That is no cap
And that's
at all.
exactly why we ran the theme, so we can
Hey,
get
I
double
wasn't
the
gonna
glory
do
by
it.
the end of this weekend.
Hey,
I
man,
wasn't going to do it. I was
Hey.
not going to run the intro for respect. Out of respect for the Falcon, I wasn't going to do it.
Hey,
But
man.
Big Low definitely said what he said. So for that, we had to run it out of disrespect.
And you
know
know what?
So-
I have a soundboard just for you, Big Low,
Oh, well, thank
for
you.
the rivalry, because you
Hey.
need to understand how important this rivalry is.
There you go.
It's doubly rivalry week, so I went and found this soundboard, and I thought it was fitting for these two rivals that I have to deal with for this week, and Rashad as well.
Definitely.
I
Well,
hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
Bars.
oh, wow.
Shout out the face mob.
Wow. I did want to say though, before we put all our minds together and start talking some trash, I did first of all, I want to thank y'all. The season started. This is a time whenever a coach is the most sentimental, and me myself, I'm sentimental right now. I just want to thank y'all because 2 years ago, I contacted y'all about doing a joint show. I think I only had like 200 subscribers, and I appreciate y'all for collabing with me then, and every time that y'all collab with me moving forward, I definitely appreciate it, and I definitely cherish our friendship. So I just wanted to put that out there. Thank y'all.
Oh,
so
no
much.
question, man. No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, no problem at all. Listen, we all about collaboration and growth. We want to see other channels win. We want to see this independent content creator whole thing blow up, right? We just saw now Pat McAfee is getting ready to go on ESPN. Like, I'm not saying we going to that level, but I want to see that, bro. I want to see us get respected. And you hear about the NFL now looking for YouTubers to come show up. Like, this is what we want. This is what we want to do. And so we always try to put respect on that. And yeah, man. So anytime we can collaborate, and Big Low, you good peoples. Like I said, and it's kind of sometimes it gets kind of difficult and funny to once you start reaching out to people and you start establishing. But we know you're a genuine dude, so we definitely cherish that as well. So we appreciate you coming on to represent the Falcons for sure.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
But all right, let's get into that, man. All the mushy stuff out the way. Let's go
All
ahead
the
and get
mushy
into a
stuff.
couple of things.
Wipe my eyes. All right, let's go.
All right. So we're gonna start off this way. Big Low, I'm gonna ask you because we got a huge storyline right now going on with the Carolina Panthers and Brian Burns and his contract. That's a huge storyline, and we'll talk about that from our standpoint. But for the Falcons, is there a major storyline going on for you all right now that Panthers fans need to know about that may impact the game?
I mean, there's a couple. I don't know if y'all heard Jeff Okudah. He's questionable, and that's supposed to be our number 2 cornerback. So with the weapons that the Panthers have, You know, with the Adam Thielens and is DJ Shark. Is he
well,
good to go?
well.
Well, we'll hold that. We'll let you
Okay.
finish your thought, and
Okay,
then
okay,
we'll
okay,
talk.
okay.
We'll come back to
Okay.
injuries and all that in a second.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
you. But yeah, that's a pretty big storyline. That's the question that I'm seeing everybody ask every day on Twitter. Is Jeff Okudah good to go? He didn't practice today, but they still haven't ruled him out yet. And today's Wednesday. Is that that
Day.
touch and go day exactly? So him and Cordell Patterson. They've been some questions about him, but we don't know if it's a situation where they're just trying to hold him because he's a little bit older. But yeah, I mean, those are the two big storylines. We don't have anything as impactful as Brian Burns, but that those are a couple of things that we've been worried about, this last week or so.
Yeah, no, that's because you kind of touched on the injuries a little bit, and you talked about Thielen and DJ Chark. Funny enough, both of them dudes are on an injury report and are questionable, and along with Terrace Marshall. So like
What?
our whole receiving core, yeah, basically our whole
We
receiving
might be
core,
starting Laviska Chenault and Mingo
basically.
on
Hey,
Sunday.
don't sleep on Chenault
Yeah.
now.
Now we
Don't
like
sleep
Chenault.
No, I'm not.
Sh-
Y'all shouldn't
sh-
either.
We got a
Oh,
diet
ain't.
Cordero. We seen him come out the backfield in training camp. So I'm pretty sure you'll see a couple of snaps go to him out the backfield. So it's something to keep an eye on for sure. But yeah, the biggest storyline for us is going to be Brian Burns and whether he's going to play or not. A couple of hours ago, we got word that Bosa signed his contract. Right, they agreed to an extension,
Heard.
34 million, I believe,
34
Yes.
million a year.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that we talked about that yesterday on our live stream about what he was going to get. We were projecting 35, and he ended up getting 34. And now that kind of there's a trickle down effect to see what happens with Brian Burns. Brian Burns apparently is asking for 28 million or
So he should get
27
it.
28 million,
He
he
deserves
should
it.
get
and we have thrown out 23.
23.
So
That's
the
what I heard.
gap is not that far. Like it's not that big of a bro. Like come on.
Somebody's
throw
gonna move. Somebody's gonna
Yes,
move.
it's not that big of a gap. We can get that done. And now, my personal belief is now that Bosa has signed, I believe a deal is going to get done. I think they were both waiting. Each one of them were waiting to the last minute to see what the other one was going to do, and I think because it impacts them both, right? I think it impacts the Panthers' decision more. Like they shouldn't have waited because now the bargaining chips a little bit. Burns got a little bit more. You know what I mean? A little more leverage now.
That's true.
They shouldn't have waited. But Brian Burns, from his perspective, he waited and he did the right thing. So you got to see it from both sides. And Burns I think a deal will get done personally before Sunday. I firmly believe that. But if not, he might not play. There's a possibility he might not. He was not on the injury report, so that means he participated in practice. That's
true.
important.
Okay, because I thought he wasn't participating. So
No,
so
he
he is.
participated.
Wow. Okay.
He took the first 2 days off. But if he did not participate today, he had to have shown up on the injury report, and he did not. He was not on the injury report. They said he participated in drills that were not visible to the media, so he did participate. And so, at the
He's
end of the
gonna
day,
play on Sunday.
he could. I mean, I'm assuming it's
Sounds like
possible
he
he could.
is.
It sounds like he is too.
No,
But
he's gonna play.
Yeah.
The thing that what it boiled down to was if he wasn't ready to rock on Wednesday, he wasn't gonna play. From my perspective, right?
Yeah.
He showed up. He showed up today, and props to him because he was a man of his word. He said he wasn't trying to distract the team, and he did not do that. So from my perspective, I think he's playing on Sunday.
I mean, if I
Deal or not.
wasn't playing, I wouldn't practice.
Nope.
I wouldn't show up. I wouldn't come. I wouldn't do none of that. So I mean, that's and that's something I forgot to mention whenever you asked me, Rashad. Whenever you said, are there any stories? So I don't know if y'all heard about these rumors. There's two rumors going around about Chris Jones and Chandler Jones. For the Falcons.
Well, Chandler is furious with the Raiders right now.
Yes.
And Chris Jones is still holding out. It sounds like he's
Yeah,
probably not going
I
to
know
play
about that.
tomorrow, on top of the fact that Kelsey might not be able to play tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting between the Chiefs and the Lions.
Yeah. So according to what I'm hearing, as far as Chandler Jones, they're saying that he got most of his contract already. I think like his cap hit is like 15 million. I think he got like almost 9 million of it already. I mean, we have that money. So I mean, I don't know if it's a situation where we try to make a trade or what, but I've been hearing rumors. I've been hearing rumblings going around. So that's a story that we might want to keep your eye on too. I mean, anytime we can get help with pass rush, that's definitely
I don't want y'all to
Appreciate
get no help from no pass rushers. Let me be clear. I don't want y'all to get
Yeah,
any
we don't
help.
we don't need that right now, bro. We
Nah.
don't need that. Real quick, let me hit these super chats. A Cash says I won't be able to catch the live streams, but for a bit, this super chat is to make up for it. Also, since it's
It's
always a
all
good time having Big Low on the podcast as a sign of respect. Dave, finish the sentence. Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da-da. That's the Superman chat.
that ain't what I'm talking about.
That's funny. Shout out to A Cash, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Wade. Wade Evans says Burns and Bosa are represented by the same agency. I do not know that. I
I
do
think that is
not know that.
I believe that is the case.
Ooh,
I do not know the answer to that, bro.
And listen, I don't think it's a coincidence. Like we all know that everybody was waiting for Bosa for the market to get set. But there was rumblings that I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that they are represented by the same agency.
I mean, I could look it up. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Oh, this is public information.
it's all public information, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as I look that up, I will look that information up. But so Big Low, let me get a couple of keys to the game for you from your perspective. Like what are you looking at? And I know we haven't seen each other yet, so there's no real film. There's no film on the Carolina Panthers
film on
outside of what
The
we've
vanilla.
done for the vanilla offense. You ain't getting nothing from that. So with that being said, what are some of the keys in this game that you're looking for the Falcons? Maybe some things you struggled with in the preseason that you're looking to get corrected in the regular season.
Well, I mean, I don't know if y'all, I don't know if y'all have actually been keeping up with the things that the Falcons have been doing in the preseason, but I think one big thing that the fans are worried about is that we only played on offense. We only played one drive throughout the whole preseason. So, we have an unknown just like y'all do in the quarterback position. So we're sitting here like, okay, there's 1 week of joint practice with Miami Dolphins. Does that suffice? Not really playing during the preseason. So that's something that the fan base is really worried about. But as far as keys to victory, I think it's pretty obvious. It's a polka dotted elephant in the room called our defensive line versus y'all's offensive line. That's the, if I'm not mistaken, what that right guard that y'all have, that rookie.
Yeah, Chandler Zavala.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We look. I think somebody wrote grass on his back.
No, we didn't. He's actually legit. Like he walked
He's-
up in there right
yeah,
off
he's
injury
solid.
and
Yeah,
played
he's
really
actually
well.
pretty solid. He's pretty
Hey,
solid.
Hey,
We're gonna find out.
I
Yeah, we
understand.
gonna find out.
I mean, once again, it's a situation where everything's vanilla. Everything's vanilla. I love vanilla ice cream whenever it's on top of apple pie. Sure.
I'm hoping it's vanilla for the sake of the way Icky played during the preseason because he was
Yeah,
not good.
I'm probably more concerned about Icky than I am Chandler right now. Like Icky was not good, and again, like you said, the vanilla offense, there was no like help coming off for him. So it was bad. It was ugly. It was ugly preseason for Icky, and I don't know if it's a sophomore slump coming, but to your point, Big Low, and I don't know what you guys have done. Defense, I know I've seen the moves you've made, but I don't know how that's going to translate to the field and play. Like it sounds good on paper, but is it actually going to work? Right. And if it does, I have concerns about the pressure that Bryce Young is going to be under, especially with the way the offensive line performed during the preseason. It was not pretty. We had probably some of the worst, and they were we didn't play just one drive like you all. Like we played multiple drives. I would say at least probably 6 or 7 total drives from our first team offense. So they have some experience, and obviously this is basically the same unit outside of Corbett that was really good last year. But the reason why I was really good last year is because we ran the football a lot, similar to you all. We ran the football a lot. Once Wilkes took over, it kind of protected us a little bit, and that's why we were able to make it work. But I don't know. I have no idea. I think the game plan is going to be for us to run the football, but I have to see. I don't know, bro. I have no idea.
I mean, I think
Considering that Miles didn't play like that during the preseason, we don't know what we're going to get out of him come
That's true.
Sunday.
But I think Frank Reich, I feel like it's the perfect situation for your young quarterback. With him being a former quarterback himself, it helped him get the ball out of his hands, quickly, and just make sure you protect him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Run a few 2 tight end sets, and keep extra people back to block. I mean, just things like that. to help protect that young quarterback because. I mean, I'm going to tell you, you just said that you don't know the moves that the Falcons made on defense and how it's translated. I tell you, I'll put it to you like this right here. The second and third string for the Atlanta Falcons look better than the starting strings the last 2 years.
So when is Arthur Smith going to actually grow some and start them then?
When is he actually going to what?
Grow some and start them. Kind of like how y'all should be starting Taylor Heineke.
Man, come on, man.
I'm standing by that. I'm not going away from that.
Smoke, incoming smoke.
I'm telling you, man. Somebody call the fire department. Goodness gracious.
I'm just trying to keep it a buck with you, man. I don't think Ritter's the guy.
I mean, we talk about defense, Dave. See you jumping on Ritter.
No, that's the art of transition. That's the art of transition.
You got to hate your heart, Dave. I mean, come on, man. You know. I mean, all I'm telling you is that as far as the defensive side of the ball, and I'm pretty sure Big Q's ears are wiggling right now. We got Ryan Nielsen from the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, that borrowing y'all was doing.
Man, come on, man. It's not borrowing.
Borrowing.
They chose where
out
they
here
wanted
taking
to
out
go.
Loans.
They chose where they wanted to go.
Y'all took out a PPP from the Saints.
Y'all took out like mad triple P's.
Man, come on, man. Come on,
We
man.
need to change y'all stadium to the Mercedes-Benz to the Triple P Stadium.
Come on, Dave.
Trip P's.
Come on, Dave.
Just saying,
boy,
man.
The hate is real, boy.
No, I'm just trying to understand. Like you out here doing this with the Saints, man. Bodies. You out here doing all that with the Saints right now. That's what you're doing. Like you out here just grabbing all these bodies from the Saints right now.
Wait a minute. Last I heard, according to the NFL rules, once your contract's over, you're a free agent.
Sure.
Yeah. So whenever they signed their contract, they came as free agents, right?
I guess. I mean,
it's black and white.
We don't know, man. We don't know what type of tampering's been going on in Atlanta. We don't know what Arthur's out here doing.
Now we tampering? Now we tampering? Wow. They wanted to come here, to a beautiful city with beautiful women and the best wings in the United States. We're
the best wings in the United States. Are you really reaching that far? Are you going that now? Imagine
who got better wings, Dave?
I mean, Buffalo got some pretty damn good wings.
Man,
why are you hating?
Dave. Ain't nobody. That one flavor.
That's all you need if it's good.
One flavor, Dave. Come on, Dave. We got best wings in the United States.
Why you go to Buffalo, bro? Like of all places,
Buffalo got some good wings.
They got a flavor, so you going with Buffalo? That's funny. Hey, real quick, going back to that super chat about Brian Burns and Nick Bosa sharing the same agents. They do share the same agency, but not the same agents. They have a different agent from the same agent. So just going back to that.
I mean, so it's still in the same,
Yeah, in the same
you don't
building.
Think they don't talk to each other?
Yeah, they in the same building talking.
How this contract working? Oh, we almost there. We trying to get 34.
Exactly. But let me know when you get finished. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, shout out to Austin with that super chat, man. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Blue Fox to the bros. But yeah, man. So Dave already talked about Ritter, so we might as well go ahead and talk about it. Like, so what's offensively? We know y'all want to run the football, ball control, dominate time possession. Is that what we're gonna see? Do we what? How is London looking? Is Pitts finally gonna get integrated? What? Give me the rundown for the offense, bro.
Bro, like Drake London is looking legit. Like I didn't see Drake London. I've been to multiple training camps. I ain't seen him drop a pass yet. His route running is better. Kyle Pitts is looking like Kyle Pitts. I don't know if y'all heard about the depth chart. It's the craze of Twitter right now. We have a joker position apparently now, and Cordero Patterson is filling the joker position. So I mean, we got the weapons. You got Bijan Robinson, you got Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts, Tyler Algier, Cordero Patterson, John Smith.
You're naming everybody but the most important position of these weapons that you speak of.
And then you got the quarterback who's more than capable of getting the ball to all of those weapons.
Okay.
Because
which one?
How many games did Bryce Young win in college?
A lot.
He didn't win many to Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, he also didn't play in the SEC either.
I mean, he lost to the Bulldogs the same amount of times Bryce Young had.
Yeah, he would have
He ain't
lost
playing
more
SEC
too if they
either.
played in SEC.
Game was actually closer.
He ain't playing SEC.
It was a bowl game. Game was
Yeah, I
closer
remember.
game was closer than it was Alabama.
I'm
Bryce
just
Young
But
had a
saying.
lot more
low,
talent than Alabama.
hey, low.
That's
I'm with you.
that's all I'm
You sound
saying.
like
You know?
I'm with you, bro. But you reaching a little. You got the Stretch Armstrong arms
My
on
man,
right
I mean,
now.
I
got
just
some
saying,
more
like,
than
I
David
mean, I
Pinus
just
up
say
in this
how
piece, man.
reaching
He
a
out here.
little. You reaching a little
Yo,
bit, bro.
bro.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you know. I mean,
And,
I
yo.
think I just feel
Didn't
like
he-
we
did he
picked the
lose to
time not to
Alabama?
roll. They play Alabama.
I think they did.
Yeah, they did. I think he did lose to Ritter. He did
To
lose
Young.
to Ritter. Did lose to Young?
Well, let's go.
I don't know. Probably
I
a
don't
lot
know,
to a
man.
little.
We can go look up the history. I just know this. He's better than playing the SEC.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I mean, you know, he wasn't highly touted in high school, but
I like
mean,
Ritter.
Yeah, I like Ritter too. I don't know why Dave. I mean,
In college. In college.
Just
In
because,
college, I like him.
listen,
I like him in college.
let me be clear. It's not about whether or not I like Ritter or not. It's about the fact I think you got a better quarterback on your roster than him,
I'm
and you're
just
not
saying,
playing him.
Dave. Ritter must look like a guy that took your girlfriend in middle school or something.
I believe
He
that
ain't
too,
capable of
bro.
that. Like you out here pushing it now. Like,
I'm
you-
just
you
saying.
ain't-
I'm just saying, man.
You ain't
I'm
capable
with
of
you
that.
on that, low.
I'm just
It's a lot of
saying.
hate.
It's a lot of
No,
hate.
listen.
Ritter
A lot of
doing
hate.
Ritter,
It's a lot of
man.
hate.
I'm just telling you that your
Man.
better quarterback is sitting on the bench right now. You guys got
I
divisional
don't think
dreams.
so. I don't think so.
I'm
I don't
telling
think
you,
so.
bro.
I think Desmond Ritter is a better quarterback than Taylor Heineke. He moves better. He commands the offense better. I just feel like he's a better quarterback.
Remind me how many wins did Ritter get last season?
2.
2. So he went 2-2 because he only played 4 games, right?
Yeah.
Is 500 Desmond Ritter okay with y'all?
Yes, with that team that we had.
We're gonna see.
I mean, you seen that team that we had, Dave.
Okay, we're gonna see.
So as a Panthers fan, we're speaking from we're jaded a little bit with the mid quarterbacks. Like we've seen that playbook one too many times,
Yeah.
and so I think that's where Dave's angst comes from. He's leaning on past experience. So when you say you've got all these weapons, because we've had some weapons too, and we've seen all of that go by wayside by having a mid quarterback. So that's where just to frame it for those folks, I could care less about Ritter. I think he's decent enough, but I just trying to frame it for folks that are talking about Dave need to chill on Ritter. That's where it's coming from.
I mean, I understand. I understand where you're coming from, Dave. It's like, I went through some tough times, with mid quarterbacks, but
Still,
Well, here's the
we
thing.
still ain't out
And
of
the
it
thing
yet,
is,
though.
I get annoyed when I see craziness like this too. Like, are you kidding me? What is this, McDowell's? What is this? What is this? Makes no sense.
I'll put it to you like this right here. I was in Vegas 2 months ago, and they had the bets up. I think if Desmond Ritter would have won MVP, I think it was plus 8,500.
$100, $185, $100, man. That's pretty good odds. But I don't think you think they're gonna win MVP.
I don't think. I mean, I just don't see it with the way our offense is run. But I definitely feel like he's going to lead us to a division championship. I definitely feel like that's the case.
Okay. I ain't rolling.
Man, boy, I just can't wait till Sunday, man. Sunday will
Why?
come
'Cause
fast
I
on
don't-
up. Oh my goodness.
I'm just
Shout out to Connor. He says, name the top 10 all-time quarterbacks that come to mind and tell me where they went to college. Not a lot went to SEC. I mean, that's true.
Peyton Manning went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point, but also I would say that the SEC ain't always been the SEC.
No, they're not.
Either.
They're
Like,
not. They're not. This ain't the same
This
SEC.
is a different SEC than in past, and there's been a
mean,
lot of
it's-
mergers. But the point is valid.
The point is valid, but there are some good
point is
quarterbacks that
valid.
come out of that conference.
Hey,
They are.
There's
I
Hall
mean,
of Fame quarterbacks. As much as I'm not a big fan of Eli Manning, the man played for
Exactly.
Going
Look at the
probably go
league
Hall of Fame.
now. With your Jalen Hurtses and your
Yeah.
Bryce
Yeah.
Young.
It's
I mean, we
different.
just look at the starting quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I mean,
It's different.
Mac Jones,
Who?
Stetson Bennett. He probably gonna end up taking Matthew Stafford's job. So I mean, so Joe
Yeah.
Burrow, LSU.
Burrow.
It's a
Yep.
lot.
It's a different league, brother.
It's a different league.
Different-
There's a lot of
I
SEC
hear your
quarterbacks
point.
in the NFL.
Cam
went to
a lot
Auburn.
of SEC quarterbacks, bro. They
Yeah,
so
with
listen,
Auburn and Florida.
So
Yeah, he's double
big
SEC.
double SEC. Tua, yeah, it's a lot of
Tua.
a lot of them in the league right
There's a
now.
lot of
Right?
good. There's a lot of SEC quarterbacks in the NFL right now, guys. If you go back and
But
look and list out the 32, I'm pretty sure the majority of them are SEC.
But for us, just going back to Bryce a little bit, like I said, I'm concerned a little bit offensively about, what we're gonna do. Hopefully, we can run the football. We have not seen Bryce Young yet, but hopefully, excuse me, we have not seen Miles Sanders yet. So hopefully, we can get Miles in the building, get that run game going because I think that's the biggest friend for Bryce. And then the biggest question mark is the receivers. Who's going to play? It's a lot of guys on just like your excitement about London, bro. I could say the same about DJ Chark, bro. That dude he was a monster in training camp, like monster, like destroying cats. So I'm excited about him, but if he's not on the field, it's all for naught. Thielen's still getting busy, so if you think Thielen lost a step, you got something coming for you. He's still good.
Yes.
And then Mingo's been playing well, so we've got some weapons. Are they going to play? That's the biggest question mark for us. If they play, hopefully we'll drop some plays for them. I think we'll be fine. I think the offense will be able to move the football depending on how the offensive line plays and how that stacks up with your defense. Going to our defense, though, we haven't seen our full defense play it yet. Like we have not seen Brian Burns all preseason. We have not seen Justin Houston play a snap yet. So there's the pass rush. We haven't seen it, and when our defense without him is very mid. So if Brian Burns does not play for some odd reason, then it's gonna be a rough
Y'all
outing
gonna be
for our
wanting to know
defense
division if Brian Burns doesn't
for
play.
sure, bro. We need him bad.
Straight up, we need him.
But when he let me just caution you though, because I just want to say this. You talk about your defense and the excitement of your defense. Let me just say this: Brian Burns is now playing his natural position, right? It's scary season. Like he's actually on the edge as a 3-4 outside linebacker. We have not seen that all his whole career. So I saw a comment earlier in the chat saying, "Oh, he's not Bosa." No, he's not Bosa, but he also hasn't been the opportunity to be Bosa. Like he's been hamstrung by not playing in the right position. He's been playing out of position. Now with him going to the outside linebacker, playing on the edge, bro, he's gonna be able to use that speed. And RIP to the left tackle, bro. He was abusing. He was when we've had practice with the Jets. He was abusing cats, bro. It was ugly out there. Like he is nasty. Like he's nasty, and I cannot wait to see it.
Man.
But we haven't seen our preseason, so it's hard for me to be like, oh, it's hard for me to get overly excited about it because I'm a visual. I need to see it, but he's capable, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that. Offensive line, y'all have your offensive line still steady.
Yeah, so I mean, so pretty much we just replaced one person on the offensive line. Matt Hennessy, our left guard. We drafted a left guard out of he actually was a tackle, and we kicked him in the guard. Drafted a guard out of Syracuse named Matthew Bergeron, coming out of Canada. So I think he's like 6'5", 320, 330, something like that. Really, really good feet, really good hands. We feel very, very confident in our offensive line. Arthur Smith played offensive line at North Carolina. He prides himself on coaching up the offensive line. So I mean, we feeling good about it. Drew Dahlman at center, right guard. Some people say the best guard in the league, and Chris Lindstrom, All Pro, $100 million contract, and then you got Caleb McGarry. So we're feeling good about the O line.
Yeah. I think they're gonna be tested though. This defense.
Oh yeah.
The new defense that we
Trey
got.
Fowler.
3-4, and then you got Derek Brown in there, who's a nightmare. He's a nightmare. He's gonna be a problem. Hopefully, corners and everything show up and stay healthy. Stay healthy. Dante Jackson's biggest concern because we know he can't stay on the field. We know he gonna come out a few plays because he gonna injure something and he gonna get missing, and then enter the backups, and there you go. So we'll see what happens there. Outside of that, man, I mean, any other topics that we got to discuss regarding the game, Big Lo? Go ahead.
Like, I did want to ask y'all, what are y'all doing with Chin this year? Because I know last year he was kind of a Swiss Army knife for y'all. Like, what are y'all going to be doing with him this year?
Well, actually, he wasn't a Swiss Army knife. They tried to move him to safety. And play him more as a safety in the safety role. But now we don't know because they've been really secret about it. They keep calling him just like the Joker. You talked about the Joker for Patterson.
Gotcha.
He's like our defensive Joker, right? He's going to be all over the field. I do anticipate him being closer to the line of scrimmage more. He's going to impact. You're going to see him blitz, use that speed. He's going to be covering your tight ends. He's athletic enough and big enough to do that. So he's going to make an impact. You're going to see him out there. If you go back to his rookie year, he was very good. He was playing that role.
Yes.
Last year, not so much.
So he was just
It's a
safety
contract
last
year for him now. Yeah, last year he was playing more safe,
Okay.
and it kind of took a step back. This year they're gonna find that get him more in the box more where he's more comfortable. Looks bigger. Take on some of the probably may see him line up at linebacker. And he'll be all over the place, bro. He'll be all over the place.
Okay. I mean, and that's one thing that I'm kind of worried about, especially with us not playing as many downs in the preseason. A guy like that who moves around a lot, he could throw off your whole game. So I'm really worried about Jeremy Chin.
Well, it's
You
funny
should
you
be.
say that. It's funny you say that because we got a lot of guys that are interchangeable like that. Like it's a lot of dudes that can line up like Frankie Louvu, like for instance, listed as an interior guy, but he can come off the edge too, right? It's a lot of it's a lot of different guys that can play a lot of different roles on our defense. I think that's what they wanted, but I don't. It's gonna be interesting to see.
It's gonna
We
be
haven't seen
fascinating.
the whole defense.
It's going to be fascinating too because I don't know if you realize Marquise Haynes is on IR, so we might be rotating a lot of guys on that side of that on the edge, on the defensive end side of the fence. Because I had high hopes for Marquise Haynes. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. They just recently announced that he was going to go on IR, but you're going to get to see your DJ Johnsons having that type of opportunity and things of that sort. Guy that we just drafted. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And I want to hit some of these super chats real fast. Shout out to Uncle Steve's Lounge. Sources say Frank Rice was sighted at Bank of America Stadium with Brian Burns repeatedly getting an insufficient fund screen. More to come. Don't worry. We ain't going to have that insufficient.
That's
That is
fun.
hilarious. But we're not going to have that problem very, 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 very soon.
We got a lot of
Appreciate
cap
the super
space.
chat. We got what among the highest in the NFL. Not the highest, if I remember correctly. We're up
Probably
there.
top three.
Yeah,
three.
we're
love
55
that.
million in the cap under the cap. So we good there.
Shout out to Uncle Steve, man.
Shout out to Uncle Steve. All right. Padre 0920 says, hey,
You
Lo,
go Padre again.
Padre. Can you ask P&P if Bri is going to be rocking Carter's or Old Navy kids to the
That's
game
funny.
Sunday? Listen,
Cute.
man, I'm tired of the jokes.
That's cute, bro.
That's cute.
We haven't heard that one before. That's original.
And you know what? It's a friendly reminder.
I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
Like, that's a friendly reminder. But appreciate the super chat, though. Yo, man, that man had to be going through that for his life, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's probably had to deal with that his entire life, which is a shame.
yeah.
I just remember the Giants when they were running the presser and they pretty much said, "Is this hard enough?" I'm like, bruh, really.
Man, I don't like I said during the round table, I don't talk about nobody's height because they could go out there on the field and be an absolute dog. So I ain't finna sit up here and talk about this man being short. Then he goes out first game, throws for 450 yards and burn our draws off. I ain't finna do it. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Padre, shouts out to you. But chill out, man.
Hey, silent assassin, bro.
Oh,
He ain't
nah,
a
he
killer,
could-
but
yo,
don't push him, bro.
Some of the best anticipation I've seen from a kid that young, bruh.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
If he's
man.
protected, it's gonna be a problem. He's really
Yeah,
good.
He's
So
special,
it's
man.
all fun and games, like
He's
Lo said,
special,
until he
bro.
start get the carving.
He starts slowing. He starts slinging that thing all around the field. Then you sit here looking like, man, another first down. What are we gonna do? Like,
We got to deal with this guy for the next 10 years.
exactly. I'm gonna be sitting up there. Give him a booster seat. You can keep cracking your jokes. So like, I ain't even going into it.
All right. So any other topics we got to discuss, Big Lo? Any burning questions for
Yes.
for the? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the coaching staff, they were asking questions in the chat, and I just gotta bring this up to y'all. Like, why do y'all keep saying we're rivals?
Well, I think it's more of
I'm
a
about to press
city.
the
It's
button
not the
again.
team. It's not the. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
The feeling's
I don't
not
like-
mutual,
listen.
Dave. It's not mutual.
So
I don't give a damn if it's mutual or not. It's not even about that at this point. It's not even about that. I don't like y'all. When I was a child, and the Panthers franchise was created, I never liked y'all. I wasn't a Falcons fan when the Panthers franchise didn't exist. I never liked y'all. It's just now there's a Carolina team now I have a real reason to hate y'all. I don't like y'all.
I mean, but why? It's like we don't.
here's the here's what it is. I think we have that kind of Charlotte. Speaking specifically with Charlotte, and we
Uh-huh.
have kind of that little brother thing with Atlanta. Like y'all kind of little bro us, right?
What?
Because the city, it's the cities,
It's
it's
Okay.
the
the
cities,
cities for them too.
right? So
I
for
just didn't
that,
like y'all. I
I
ain't
think
from
it's
South
that,
North
and
Carolina.
then
I just don't like y'all.
second, when Cam was here, that's when it was more of a big deal, right? Because Cam is from Atlanta, so he used to get us hyped up, and we used to have a lot of Georgia Bulldogs on the squad. You go by Thomas Davis, Charles Johnson. There was a lot
Yeah.
of Georgia guys on the roster, so it was a big deal when we were about to play. Now that it's not as big of a deal,
Well,
but
before
it's
that, I didn't like Vic. So before that, it was yeah, dog. Yo, he traumatized. Yo, the hatred for Vic is vicious when he played for Atlanta. It was bad. I was not a fan of that. But the thing is, the rivalry, yeah, sometimes it's not mutual. But I don't care.
I hate y'all. I do anything to
Don't care.
replace y'all.
I don't care.
I mean, I was just wondering because it's like
I
people
know
say
you guys. I
it's
know you
hate
guys
week.
see the Saints as your biggest rival. I know that. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yo, listen. Look, man, I ain't gonna be fighting nobody, man. I'm too old for that shit. I ain't into that. If you guys can't take banter, man, it's entertainment. If you can't, I don't know what to tell you. But it's for us. I mean, that's that. I mean, we've played you guys since we've been in the league. There's only two teams that's been in the same division as us the entire way. Y'all and New Orleans. That's the fact. When we came into the NFL, we were in the NFC West, which was the weirdest thing imaginable, considering that most of the teams aren't really in the West. But that's a whole different discussion for a different day.
That's a whole nother discussion.
That's a whole different discussion for a different day. But we played you guys in New Orleans more than anybody else. Because when they did the reorganization, those two teams were the only ones that came with it. Then there's the Bucks, and I hate them too. Let me be clear. I'll probably
Yeah.
at least hate the Saints out of the other three.
So to answer your question though, Big Low, just going back to the original question, it's the geographical distance, right?
That too.
Matters.
Yeah,
The 3
okay.
hours, the closest. We don't have smoke with the Saints like that. Like it's cool. Like we don't have a problem with them. We
Okay.
used to have a big problem with the Bucks. The Bucks rivalry used to be pretty bad going back in the day. But for y'all, it's just geographical distance. That's what it is. Y'all the closest
Okay.
to us from a geographical standpoint, and we don't like y'all. So that's
Right
what
now,
it is. Connected
85.
by 85. Yeah. So that's what it is.
Okay. I was
So
wondering.
it ain't. I mean, it's not just us that say that. I mean, look at Wikipedia. They got the I-85 rivalry. Like it's a
Yeah, they
thing.
got a name for it and everything.
I mean, I know it's not, and this because I feel like y'all kind of help speak for the fan base. I mean, it's like every time I
Yeah,
come
we
across,
don't mess with y'all, bro.
I mean, it's like so last year I was in the bins. Whenever we had that miracle victory, against y'all last year, it's like last year I was in the bins. It's like, the Panthers fans, they were so heartbroken. Like they were taking the game so seriously all throughout the game. We were chilling. We would eat popcorn. Drinking. We was like, oh man, we hope we win. But they was acting like, they were gonna live or die off of it. Like I was like, man, boy, this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been moments
It's a
between
big
the two
deal.
of us, like get the F off our field from Matt Ryan. There was a lot of there was a lot of things, and the whole Vic thing when he wasn't in, and they gave him that touchdown, cost us the playoff spot in '04. I'm still pissed about that shit. I will not. I'm still pissed. Still pissed. Still pissed.
I mean, I understand, man. I was like I said, I was just wondering. Look.
But
somebody-
I understand that you and the Saints got a real intense rivalry because, man, you guys are naming stadiums after each other. Y'all are like,
Yeah.
y'all copying each
Taking out
other.
PPP loans.
Hold
I
on.
mean,
hold on,
come
hold
on, man.
So
hold on.
I get it.
We
I
didn't
just
name the stadium. Mercedes-Benz came to us and asked us if we wanted to be Mercedes-Benz because they said
I'm gonna make sure that when ours come up, because ours is about to come up soon. When ours come up, I'm no Mercedes Benz.
no Mercedes-Benz.
Nah, it's gonna be a bank for us. We a
It's
bank.
definitely got to be a bank.
So
One of these
Nah.
banks is gonna do something. It's probably gonna be Ally when it's all said and done.
Ally.
Nah, y'all gonna be a Zuzu. Yeah, Zuzu.
No,
Zuzu.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right,
As
all
long as
right,
we're
Big
not
Low.
named after crypto, we good.
That's true. Yeah,
There
with
you
no
go.
crypto. All right, Big Low. So can we get an official to kind of wrap things? Unless you got more questions. You got more questions you want to talk about?
I did
Topics.
want. Yes, I did want to ask y'all. I mean, so moving forward, is there someone that we need to be worried about, like that's not on our radar? I mean, because we know about all the big name folks that came in, like the Adam Thielens, DJ Charks, the Miles Sanders, the Bryce Youngs. Like, is there any big name? I mean, is there any folks that we need to be worried about that's not on the radar?
I would say personally, this is my opinion. I would keep an eye on Hayden Hurst. I know
agree.
it's a name.
Okay.
It's a name you and heard of.
Yeah.
But I do think that he's gonna be Bryce's best friend, especially if there's some heat coming. He looked pretty good as well during preseason and training camp. I would keep an eye on Hurst for sure as a receiving because he's not looked at as a receiving threat. He looked at more of like a combo guy. He can block and but bro, he's had a pretty good preseason. Who else offensively? I think Mingo is going to get some love. Yeah, I mean, if you're not watching college football, we drafted Jonathan Mingo from Ole Miss.
Yes.
Kind of a clone of AJ Brown. He's looked really good. I think there was some chemistry issues between him and Bryce during the preseason. Obviously, that's going to come along. But he could be a guy that can smoke y'all boots, and you could be like, damn.
And he can
what
block
happened?
his ass off too.
He can block. He's a physical blocker.
Physical wide
Yeah.
receiver.
He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. Maybe not week 1, but year 2, year 3 is gonna be a problem. Defensively,
Other than DJ, because I think DJ's gonna get more playing time, and Barno too.
I wouldn't say. I would say Barno maybe on third downs. Amari Barno got the speed coming off the edge. I wouldn't say
Because
there's
DJ's
anybody
done well in live play. He's done well. Like
But DJ's not gonna make impactful. He's gonna do his job, but he's not gonna be an impact guy. Like he's not gonna be a guy that's gonna he's not gonna make like a lot. He's not gonna create a lot of sacks or a lot of pressures. He's not gonna do that. But he will set the edge. But you won't see that like during the. He's not gonna make the flashy plays. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, I think that's a good one. Kamu Grugier Hill, who's a backup middle linebacker. He's been playing pretty well. He's been playing really well. I think he had like. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but he had like 4 picks, 4 interceptions as a linebacker this whole training camp. So he was out here making some plays. He's going to rotate in, but you may or may not see him. He's a guy to keep an eye on. He's been playing really well. Formerly of the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles, when they won the Super Bowl, he was on that squad. So he's pretty solid. Pretty solid.
all right.
Okay.
Shout out to Justin Bass.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Lo.
I need that, Big Low. I
Hey,
need
Lo,
that.
Don't forget Rashad's pound cake when we beat y'all this weekend.
I need that.
I mean, I will put it to you like this: I ain't even make a pound cake. Ain't no need in making it.
So you say you ain't got the ingredients yet?
I did went to the store.
Do you
ain't even
need
went
them
to the
shipped?
I did went to the store. Ain't no butter sitting out on the counter. Nothing.
Hey, that's funny, bro. You ain't let it come to room temperature.
I
Nothing, bro.
ain't even let it go to room
God, dog, Lo.
I
Come
didn't even
on,
Don't talk
bro.
about temperature, man. I just found out my kids ain't going to school tomorrow only for a half day because it's too hot. They ain't got ACs in the building. they ain't got no temperature control in the building.
Okay. I mean,
They doing half days tomorrow.
you don't want nobody falling out.
Yeah, I got 2 more super chats. Falcons ruined our perfect season.
Y'all
2015.
did do that. Yeah, we ain't
We
cool.
sure
Yeah,
did we?
bruh.
We did do
Yes,
that.
I remember that.
We was
Yes.
about to go
I
16
hate
and 0
y'all.
until y'all.
Do
Yeah.
anything to replace y'all.
And Dave, keep that hate out your heart, man. Come on.
No.
Man. Come on. Bro.
No,
Come on.
no.
Bro.
We should have ran the table, bruh. I'm still mad about that too.
Man, I love that, man. I love
Nah,
that.
man.
I love
So
that we
shut the
did,
Dolphins up.
Hey, real quick, it said Run DMC says, "Is Shy will Big Low be on the post game show? If we win, yeah.
Come
If
on,
we
Shy.
lose-
Don't be like that, Shy. Don't be like that, man.
If we lose,
Nah, Shy. You can't do that, bro. You can't
I'm
do that,
playing,
man.
I'm playing,
Nah.
I'm playing. Yeah, we'll invite Big Low on since y'all like to see Big Low. We'll bring him on, but
I got one more
for
super
real.
chat.
If we lose, no, I don't want to do it. I'm just
He don't want to
putting
be
that out
involved.
there.
I'll probably be at the airport somewhere. I got like a 7-hour layover in DCA tomorrow on Sunday, flying back from Aggie Eagle. I got one more super
man.
chat to hit. Shaw, tell them about our best weapon. No, we're not.
Oh,
we're
man,
not
take
telling
that
about
off my
Giovanni
screen,
Ricci.
bro.
Yeah, it's
Take that
gone.
off
But
my
please
screen.
super chat, A-Cash. See, man, this is
Take that off
why.
my screen, bruh. Shout out to A-Cash, though.
Well, I will tell you as
By
far as
the way, I want to
Oh.
respond to this. No schools in the state of Rhode Island has AC because it never gets to. It's rarely that it gets hot here. Like we just broke 90 for the first time this week.
Wow,
Like
that's crazy.
it's not a thing. It sometimes get hot in August, but the kids typically don't start until late August, early September, so they don't need the AC. It's typically around September. It's like back in the 70s, 80s, and then we're
Okay.
rocking, and then they start. Then we get frigid, like come November, December time frame. None of the schools have AC. None of the public ones, at least.
Man,
Go ahead, Big Low.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, so I just want to let y'all know some people to look out for, that might be flying under the radar a little bit that y'all might not know about. Troy Anderson. I don't know if y'all know about him. Our linebacker, second year linebacker. I think like 6'3", 240, runs a 4.340. Yes, coming out of Montana. He great talent. I really feel like he's taking the next step as an inside linebacker this year. Moving forward, I really think Richie Grant, um,
Like
our,
Richie Grant too.
our safety,
UCF.
yeah, I really feel like he's
Like
going to take the next step, playing next to Jesse Bates, moving forward. Um, and Matt Hollins on the offensive side of the ball. I know
Bringing this guy's name, man.
you
Are you
know, Matt
serious?
Hollins. I really feel like, I don't know if y'all had a chance to go to it. Me myself, I went to the Renaissance tour, Beyonce. You know, yeah, yeah. I got down.
Hey, I'm about to put you on mute. Then come on,
Hit the
then.
club, everybody on mute.
Yeah.
Oh, my
But yeah, I
goodness,
mean, I
man.
really feel like Matt Hollins is going to have his own personal renaissance here in Atlanta. I feel like this offense is made for him. He took a whole nother step in training camp. I mean, he looks like he could be our Mohamed Sanu from a few years ago. So I really feel like I believe he's going to catch a touchdown on Sunday. I mean, I think he's going to take that next step. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of Jonnu Smith. He's on the injury report, but we run a lot of 2 and 3 tight end sets, and they got him listed everywhere. Like they said, Arthur Smith said he's going to be playing running back, fullback, tight end, wide receiver. He's going to be all over the field.
Wasn't Arthur Smith the coach when Johnu was getting busy in Tennessee?
When he went off, yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a hell of a year. Got paid too by the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then
They ain't
so
do
yeah.
nothing. They
Yeah,
ain't
he
do
ain't doing
nothing.
nothing. But now I
Good.
think with back with Arthur, he could be straight.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I think Bill Belichick was trying to recreate the whole Gronk, Aaron Hernandez thing with Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. It just didn't work out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like that could be a thing here in Atlanta with Jonnu Smith and Kyle Pitt. So I mean, look, man, we Arnold Ebiketie, he second year pass rusher. He calls himself Dr. Pass Rush. I feel like he's going to take another step, and it's just like we were saying
I
earlier.
think it's more like an associate right now. I think he needs to stay down. You know what I mean? You can't call yourself a doctor when you got to earn that.
Well, I mean, look, it's one of those situations. He's in the perfect situation to earn it against y'all's offensive line. So it's gonna be like shooting fish in the barrel with a shotgun, Rashad.
We'll see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see for sure. For sure. Real quick super chat. AJ said, I wanted Troy Anderson for us last year, former quarterback playing linebacker. Was hoping he'd be our next Luke. Well, I certainly hope he doesn't turn out to be Luke, because if he does, we're gonna have some problems. Luke had on the black and blue. Troy does not. So we don't want him to
That's
be
a
the next
fact.
Luke.
Man.
But all right, let's do these scores
Okay.
so we can get everybody out of here.
All right, y'all.
So who you got, man? Because we know you think your little bird's gonna win.
Little
what's the
birds?
score look
why,
like?
Why you diminishing my?
I
my squad,
could have
man?
called you buzzers. That's what I call the Eagles. So I
Oh,
could have called you buzzers. Yeah,
wow,
I'm trying to be
man.
nice to you today,
Man.
because you don't think we're a rivalry and all. So
Hey, nah, I feel it's not mutual, Dave. But
that's fine.
anyway, 21-10 Falcons.
Ooh, 10 points.
That's disrespectful, bro.
21-10 Falcons. Everybody in the chat, y'all let us know what y'all think the score is going to be as well. But I'm
For
saying
sure.
21-10 Falcons.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hear what these scores are, because I know some of you guys are wild. I already got one guy talking about 4,000 yards, 1,000 rushing for Ritter. So I really need to see some of these scores up in the chat. And while you here,
Yes.
make sure you like our channel. Go on the Big Low's channel and like his channel. Make sure you subscribe. It's good for the cause. It helps out the algorithms. Subscribe to both channels. We do talk about the NFL here on PNP as well. So subscribe to both channels. I do fantasy shows, We just subscribe to both channels. Just do what you need to do.
Dave helped
Somebody
me win
said
the league
tie.
last year.
Huh?
Dave helped me win the league last year.
See, I'm
Y'all
here to
make
help.
sure y'all
I'm
subscribe.
surprised.
You know what, Rashad? I don't
He
need
got
your.
he
I
got
don't
an
need your opinion
associate's
right
in
now.
fantasy too.
Everybody's in the chat though. I actually have PNP's link in my description, so y'all make sure that y'all go check out. Look, you go behind enemy lines and chill out with Rashad and Dave and see what's
Facts.
going on. With the Panthers, man, definitely.
Facts. Dave, what's your prediction on the game?
I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. I'm saying 24-20 Carolina. I know, considering what our offensive looked like, that seems like a lot of points. I'm going to roll with the vanilla offense during the preseason. I think we're going to be able to put some points on the board against these guys. So I got 24-20 Carolina.
Yeah, same. I think the vanilla offense thing is a facade. I saw a lot during training camp, and I believe we're going to surprise some people with some of the stuff that we're going to roll out. So I do think points will not be an issue. However, I personally don't think we'll score enough. I'm going to go 24-21 Falcons. It pains me to say that, but I'm a realist. Yeah, I'm a realist, bro. I keep it a buck. You got to go back and you got to look at Frank Reich's history starting. He's never won an opening game. So
I know.
It's
Things
not
can
good.
change.
The Falcons yourselves haven't won one, I believe, since 2017. What I heard, is that true?
Since 2017, that is correct.
Yeah. So somebody got to break.
Somebody's gonna break.
Yeah, somebody got to man up. So I just think that I think it's gonna take some time for the Panthers to get their groove. I do think we're gonna finish the year strong. I think we're gonna start slow. I think we're gonna drop to the Falcons. It pains me to say that, but I'm a realist.
So you're saying that the Falcons, led by Desmond Ritter, are going to beat the Panthers? That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that, yeah. But Dave not gonna say.
Dave?
I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say
You
that.
hear that, Dave? You hear that?
I'm not gonna say that.
You hear that?
I'm too critical on Desmond Ritter to back down now. One thing I am consistent.
Hey, we just we're gonna do the opposite of what Beyonce said. We're gonna have to break his soul.
Man, you can't break my soul, bro.
Oh, the Beyonce references are crazy.
You can't break my soul.
Hey, my wife will love this pod, yo.
She might be going to send this pod to her. We got 2 in today. 2.
Hey, look, man, I got a PhD in beehivery, bro. Come on, B. I'm about this beehive life, yo.
Hey, man, same here, man.
I feel you,
beehive
man.
all day.
Facts.
Beehivery is
more like a worker bee in that mud.
That's it.
But all right. So any other things we need to discuss? They said they're flab. Hey, listen, they said they flabbergasted with me. Hell no. Hey, listen, I'm a realist, bro. I should have been born in Missouri. You got to show me. I can't just go off of faith and I just go. No, I got to see it, bro. You got to show me. So I have not. No, you all should be protecting yourselves and protecting your energy just like I am. Because if we lose, I'm not gonna be surprised. If we win, I will be surprised. So there we go. That's how I'm going to protect myself and my energy. You all may want to take some notes. Exactly.
Your mental health.
Facts.
Because, whenever Dave come in here, with a broken heart, it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna make sure to take care of you, Dave.
All I'm gonna say is this: if we lose, it still stands.
I hate y'all. Do anything to replace y'all.
And Big Low, if we do win, I still want my pound cake, dog.
Man, I got you.
Get out of that. Don't get out of that. I need
my
pound cake.
He gonna ship you the most decrepit pound cake ever if the Falcons lose.
Hey, man, I say it's gonna be good, but I got you. I got your pound cake, Shad. Like I said, ain't no butter on the counter. That's all I'm saying. I ain't getting ready for it.
I'll wait until after. I mean, you take a couple weeks, so you don't got to put it out now.
But
maybe after 8:00 on Sunday, I need you to start to get prepared.
Man, come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Oh man, that's funny. But all right, man, let's get up out of here. Make sure y'all subscribe to Big Low, to PNP. We're gonna run it back post-game show. Maybe I'll invite Big Low. Maybe I don't know, man. We'll see. Big Low, what time you leave the game? Because I know you go to the games, right?
Yeah.
You got season tickets.
Yeah. So we actually go be chilling in the suites on opening day, but
oh, that's fancy.
We actually, so I'm partnered with, it's called the Rise Up Tour. We actually go to away games all over the country together, and the spot, after the game is Margaritaville. So we're going to Margaritaville. So I jump on. I just find me a quiet spot and jump on and chop it up with y'all for a little bit. But I definitely will come. Win, lose, or draw. You know, I'm gonna be on there.
R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett, man. All right, with that said, like, subscribe, Big Low, PNP. We get out of here, Big Low. I will see you on Sunday, maybe. Depending on how. I'm joking.
Man, you gonna
I'm
see
joking.
him on
I'm gonna see.
Sunday,
I'm
man.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. Good luck to the Falcons. Good luck to the Panthers. Hopefully, we'll see what happens, and we'll check y'all out. Any Panthers fans, any Falcons fans want to watch us live react to the game? We will be live streaming during the game. Make sure you check that out. The stream is already up, so go ahead and bookmark it, alarm bell it, notification bell, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and prepare yourself. Go ahead and like it right now too. The stream is already up. Like this one, and then go like the other one, and we'll
Yes.
holler at y'all on Sunday. All right. Peace out, folks.
Peace, guys. Y'all have a good one.